On this episode of Gas Station Cappuccino, Dean and Danny discuss the dangers of smoke, or at least our opinions on that, the current state of California burning down, the apocalypse, and getting tickets for riding scooters.
Ready. Willing and ready.
Willing and ready. All right. Welcome to Gas Station Cappuccino by Caffeine and Kilos.
Sponsored by PR Blend Cold Brew.
Sponsored by PR Blend Cold Brew, as always.
We actually fill up Bang cans with PR Blend Cold Brew that's in the fridge at the gym.
Do you?
Well, if you run out of Bang,
right,
you got to keep it going. So you go over to the fridge and you fill up your Bang can with cold brew.
Well, why are you going to waste a cup?
Yeah, and you get a little bit of the little fruity mix in the cold brew.
Is that good?
You're training. Nothing matters at that point.
You're
going for
You're
it.
not doing it for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Speaking of energy drinks, remember the White Monster phase?
Yeah. Oh yeah, White Monsters ruled weightlifting gyms for a couple years.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't think I can even come within 10 feet of one anymore.
Just
because of that.
Drank too many of them.
God, they're just that taste. I don't know what it is. It's just I can't handle it anymore. I think I overdid it.
I've always really liked Diet Rockstars.
Yeah, those are good too.
I
prefer diet drinks over regulars. I know they're worse for you. I don't drink it because of the calorie issue. I just think that they taste better.
I can't tell you the last time I had an energy drink. I just don't drink.
Probably when you had a Bang when we made you try one.
Yeah, but I think the last time I had a Bang here is the last time I had an energy drink at all.
Yeah.
Which is funny because I like them so much. Why do I not?
Well, they're not the best thing for you.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's absolutely it. I don't drink them because they're not really good. What I would do is I would have one and be like, man, it's good. And then I know myself. I would get every time I go to the gas station, I'd run in and grab one. It would just turn into that thing. Mm-hmm. And so I just kind of stay away.
It's kind of funny. Lately I've been doing kind of like a Bang in the morning, and then I'll do coffee in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So I'm doing coffee at around 2:30, which people would normally probably do the opposite.
Oh, that's interesting.
But it's I think it's more of if I'm just trying to get out of the house quick, I can just grab it and drink it on the way.
Well, the other thing is if you had to pick one, as far as what you should drink earlier in the day and later, as far as health-wise, actually having the Bang sooner, I think, is better because there's more shit in it, right? Mm-hmm. Coffee is just caffeine. Mm-hmm. And so there's a half-life of caffeine and that whole thing. And, ideally it's 6 to 10 hours before going to sleep. You shouldn't have too much based on how sensitive you are to the effects of caffeine. But a Bang, there's other stuff in there also. It's not just caffeine like coffee. So the longer you have between when you drink the Bang and when you sleep, the less you're going to have the effects of all that other shit.
Interesting. I'm not.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm not picking my mic up.
Oh, you can't hear?
No.
Might be the.
It's coming in and out, so it might just be on the teetering on the edge.
That guy right here, yeah. Or there we go. Is that better?
I think it's better. Yeah, I can hear myself now.
There we go. It was just the.
There. Yeah, that makes sense though, because it is. You got more time to flush it out.
Right, exactly. Yeah, all the other stuff that might stick around longer than caffeine or might hinder your sleep cycles.
I feel like there's this
get it out.
There's this false sense of healthiness with Bangs.
No, people think they're good for you, or they think they're not as bad for you as other energy drinks. But okay, let's be clear on this.
I mean, it's got sucralose. It's got all the usual suspects of any other vitamin.
But check it out: zero calories, 0 fat.
Oh, creatine.
40 milligrams of sodium. Got to keep that down. Not really. Potassium. It's got potassium. This shit's good for you. It's like a banana. Fuck bananas. I'm just gonna start banging. I'm just gonna start hitting these bangs. Oh, there's vitamins in here. Magnesium. Vitamin B12. That shit's great for you. You just got to overlook once it gets a little further down here.
Aspartame.
Oh, God, it's just
sucralose, corn syrup.
Oh, these things are great. Ooh, that's the thing.
Well, no, it's all about this is the headline. The rim is the headline.
The old rimmer.
You know, it's like, everybody just reads headlines nowadays, right? They don't actually read the full story.
Oh, BCAAs.
Here's the article.
aminos.
Here's the head. Here's the creatine, BCAAs. It's like my pre-workout I drink at home.
Oh, and zero calories. I mean, shit's good for you.
Oh,
Low fat.
300 milligrams of caffeine. Let's go.
Let's go. Dude. Yeah. Well, there you are drinking on camera. Yeah. Whatever.
It's tasty.
Yeah. Hey, look, I'm the last. I'm never gonna. I might tell people what I think they should do if you care, but like if you don't care, like whatever. Like if you just want to drink it because you like it, like who am I to tell you not to do something that I perceive to be bad for you?
And it's all about
that's none of my business.
Well, it's also like what else you got? What else are you doing? What else are you putting in your body?
There's lots of things to play here. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, obviously there's levels to certain things. Like, this is honestly probably the worst thing I put in my body all day long.
Well, yeah.
Like, I don't really eat sweets. I don't really do any other, stuff.
Until Kristen brings them down.
Until Kristen brings, like, some Halloween candy down. That's just
an
absurd amount.
And then everybody eats them all except for Tootsie Rolls.
I eat the Tootsie Rolls, but there's just so many, you can't eat them all yourself.
You're the only one.
I love a good Tootsie Roll. I don't get why the Tootsie Roll gets such a bad rap.
I don't know.
Or is it because they're cheaper? They just fill up the bags. There's just more Tootsie Rolls in the package.
That's the whole mistake, and that's why she had all that fucking candy left over. Is she bought the cheap candy? That's the problem. If you buy like the one that has like the Smarties and the Tootsie Rolls, and like you buy like that one, I'm talking about, like the assorted candy, you're gonna have a shit ton left over after Halloween because like. That's just not. No one really wants that stuff, and like you're not eating it. You're like, oh, I'm gonna give this shit to the kids, and then you have those left over.
Everybody wants the Snickers.
Oh yeah.
And the those.
Quit being such a cheap bastard, and buy the mini Snickers. Like, and now they're in assorted bags. You don't even have to buy one. You just buy the assortment that has like the Mars bars and the Snickers and the little mini Reese's and all that shit. Because then you never have any left over. Because you either hand it out or you fucking eat it. And that's it. And then it's just gone. You don't have all this candy left over afterwards. And the kids are happy. Although like, I don't know, kids maybe don't care. Like my daughter loves like Smarties.
I like all those.
She gets into it.
But I like you
know what I mean though?
I like gummies and hard candies more than I like chocolatey candies though.
Nah, yeah. See, so I guess it's possible that different people have different preferences.
The fruity candy stuff. I also I'm
the opposite.
I feel like I'm one of the few people that actually really enjoys a good Almond Joy.
I don't mind an Almond Joy.
I love Almond Joys.
Really?
I think they're fucking bomb.
God, what's the other one? Like an Almond Joy?
I think it's like it starts with an M.
Mounds.
Mounds. Yeah, there's no
nuts. No
almond.
I'm not huge because
the Mounds is a little boring. Yeah.
So just coconut and almond?
It's just coconut and chocolate, which is like they're not bad. They're just not. It's just not enough there. It's like the Three Musketeer.
See, I like a Three Musketeer.
See, I would take a Three Musketeer over a Mound, but I think they're in that same category though, of like bare bones, like one or two, basically two things.
See, I prefer
nougat and chocolate.
I guess I like nougat over coconut.
Yeah, they actually make I saw what's his name?
What's your favorite candy bar? Email us podcast@caffeineandkilos.com. Let us know what your favorite candy bar is. Your favorite Halloween candy.
What's your favorite piece of candy in general?
Just in general.
We're gonna get a lot of Sour Patch Kid emails.
No, maybe.
Yeah, it's a trending thing.
It is a trending thing right now.
I saw on Family Food Dude Instagram there was a Three Musketeer birthday cake flavor. Three Musketeer.
Oh.
He said it didn't taste like birthday cake, but he said it was good. He said it was good regardless. It was tasty.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the.
But it didn't taste like any birthday cake flavor.
Last night I took the girls to ice cream. Jess was working. It's all dark, so they can't really go to the park anymore after dinner, and like I can get out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
So go to ice cream, and Maddie always gets the cotton candy flavored ice cream.
Good choice.
And it's like same thing. I'm just kind of like, all right, like whatever you want, But she thinks just the best. So like, there's two types of cotton candy.
I did the same thing.
There's two types. Yeah, the big, the big fluffy kind, like melts your mouth, and then the ice cream kind.
That's true. Cotton candy bangs too.
Oh, I should get one of those.
She would love it. It's great for her.
Probably would love it.
It's actually really healthy.
Oh man, well, it said right there 0 fat, so obviously it's a health food.
Yeah. Hopefully, the stranger's not trying to walk in here.
They might be.
I'll check on that.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's
Let it ride.
frustrating.
Let it ride.
So what what's it called?
We just sent Dante out to kill him.
By the dogs. Send out to the hounds.
Well, no, whoever's coming in trying to take this place over.
Yeah. Hopefully it's a stranger and they'll learn their lesson.
Did you ever watch? What was that show? Man, I watched it a lot now. I can't think of it. Like the zombies is the show. Like
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead.
Yeah, I watched it. I watched a few seasons.
Yeah, I mean, you watched a few seasons and then I kind of fell off.
Yeah.
Or the show fell off, I guess. I
don't know. The show's still going, dude. It's still just as
really?
popular, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. The comics is what made the show. The show came from the comic book series.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a comic book series, and then it turned into a show.
Oh, I thought it was the opposite.
No. The comic book series is way ahead of like the show or whatever.
Oh, I'm telling you, you got to read the. I've told you before of that Red Rising book, because then there's a comic book series they made after the first book. They're like coming out with comics about it.
Interesting. Let's check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it was Walking Dead was a comic book series, black and white only comic book series, and became really extremely popular, and they made the show.
I just thought of it when I mentioned how we sent Dante out to go get killed by somebody if they're trying to take us over. When I thought said take us over, made me think of like. Plus, I've just been thinking apocalyptic anyway, because all this fucking smoke in the air.
I know, right? You can't help but think that.
Well, in the morning it looks foggy. I'm like, man, it's foggy again. I'm like, oh wait, that's right, that isn't fog. Because then I go to like 1 or 2 o'clock. I step outside. I go, oh shit, that's right. Like you're driving, you look down like through orchards, and it's like between all the trees. So I'm wondering also if it's going to have an effect because there's so much just sitting in here. It's going to have effect on flavor crops. You know, because like a lot of times the things in the soil affect different things. Like,
well, there's particles in that smoke, right? Like there's ash particles.
Right.
And I think it's impossible for it to not affect it, but it might be minor to where we won't notice it entirely.
So I'm wondering, like, our 2018 wines gonna be like a little smoky flavor?
Oh, probably, yeah, for sure.
You know, because
there's all that also.
Terroir.
Well, think about there is fog also, right?
Right.
That's trapping the smoke
down. The particles.
It's like keeping the smoke down.
Right.
So then all that condensation, precipitation is going into the soil, right?
Right. So the fog will grab some of the smoke and drop it down into the ground.
Yeah.
So I know it's kind of funny. Like there's
it's precipitation, right?
Yeah. What'd I say?
No, I'm just saying. Is that right? Is that right?
Well, that's rain.
Is that?
Or just like moisture in rain.
Moisture in the fog or whatever.
Well, precipitation is rain. Moisture in the air.
Yeah, moisture in the air.
Yeah. So yes, that there's these vineyards that have eucalyptus trees like in the property next to it, and so some of the eucalyptus leaves like end up getting blown over and like in the soil a little bit. So every now and then, like not every time you wouldn't notice, but every now and then you take like a little drink, and you're like, yeah, it tastes like just like a hint of like menthol-y. But like it's not bad. It's like that could absolutely ruin some. But anyway, but it's not bad. It's weird. You're like, did I just get a little bit? And you're like, yeah, somebody, they're like, oh yeah, no, that's. And you talk to the winemaker, like, oh, that's why.
No menthol wine. That's a Newport blend. Oh yeah, that's
anyway, so
great Newport Zen.
I was thinking about the smoke. I'm like, man, everything's gonna be a little smoky.
It's gonna be smoky. It's gonna be a little menthol-y. Yeah, it's just a Newport cool blend. I just had a great white Newport Zen.
Dude. That's too much.
But yeah.
So I'm driving yesterday, and I was like, man, it's like apocalyptic because it's like I feel like it's sitting in thicker every day.
Yesterday was the worst day yet. It was like something in like the 200 realm of like bad air quality numbers on the number scale.
What's good? 0?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I think 300 is when it like basically affects 100% of the population in the area.
So like if you got
like breathing wise,
right? Like if you got asthma right now,
oh, you're in hell.
You should probably just like either go to the mountains or the beach. Like you need to get out of this valley for a couple days,
or at least wear the masks when you're outside and do what you can through that. But
SARS masks.
Yeah, you gotta wear those.
Do the SARS masks help the smoke?
You
need like something that actually filters.
That cups, and filters, yeah. You need the ones that have like the plastic piece on the end.
Oh god.
Yeah, like a painter's, like you're painting like an inside of a small room kind of thing.
It's weird too because it just so happens that while these fires are going on, like it had like there's been no breeze. It's weird. Like wind would clear the smoke out, but it would also stoke the fires. So you don't really want it to get windy because then the fires get worse, right? But then it's like, well, it'd be nice, rain. Like rain would be nice because kind of like
moves things, pushes things away,
push things away a little bit, like
it'll help with the smoke, help with the flames,
and then also kind of like get some more moisture in the air, which is precipitation, grab some of those particles in the air, pull them down, Yeah. So we just need a little rain.
Yeah, and it's crazy, man. I don't know what the percentage containment is right now, but
shit's out of control.
It's out of control. It's pretty devastating. A lot of people affected. We're actually gonna have Chris is gonna help with this today. We're gonna be grabbing a bunch of just like miscellaneous clothes and stuff we got laying around here.
Oh, that's right.
And we're gonna give to somebody that's driving up there because there's nowhere to ship anything. People don't realize that.
Yeah.
There's nobody's really taking any packages. They're not driving UPS out there. It's got to be hand delivered kind of stuff. So I know a couple people that are driving out there to do that. I think this weekend. So I'm trying to get it to them. This and that.
It's wild. I know someone who the church they grew up in is gone down to the ground. Like there's pictures of like this cross behind it, all these flames and stuff, just like completely gone. I mean, thousands of people, just their entire homes gone.
Family members and animals lost. It's just it's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
it's hard to comprehend, and it's so close to home. It's only from us. It's only a couple hours. Away, and it's we're obviously being affected in a very different way. But it's it's
we're down here bitching about a little smoke in the air.
Well, yeah, I mean it's not. Yeah, I don't think we're bitching about it. It's just more like we're just mentioning it.
That's true. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's just it is affecting people's health down here as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not. It could be very serious if they have serious hazard issues. I know people that can't even go outside. They're like basically trapped prisoners to their house because they can't go outside because their asthma's so bad.
So then it's there's an interesting point too. Like, so is it? It's like obviously the smoke is detrimental to your health, but so where does the line go as far as exercise? So I thought of this.
Well, they're advising people not to do it at all.
Yeah, right. No, I know that's what they're advising people, and maybe that's right. I don't know. I really don't know. But I always thought it was interesting because when I taught PE, if it was like smoky or something like this would happen from time to time. Never this bad.
Spare the air day.
Yeah, I think this is the worst it's ever been as far as the smoke and stuff for fires.
Oh no, for sure. No, it's the most devastating fire and like statewide effects in the history of California.
So I remember days like spare the air. Either it's really hot and then there's no wind, so it's like extra smoggy, or it's smoke from fire. It's okay, so you don't they don't want you doing anything outside. Do it in the gym or whatever, which is interesting because like if the air conditioner isn't on in the gym, then the air is not really being filtered anyway. So what's the difference doing inside or outside?
Well, I think if the volume's down. The overall smoke volume is down. If the air is running, it should be being filtered.
Well, if the air is running, but if it's not, like I'm saying, if you're in a room, you're inside. Like we're in this room. If the AC or heater is not running, like is it really like how much less smoke is there really in here?
Well, I think there's a lot less because most of your
doors are closed most of the time.
They're closed. They're weather sealed, right? And obviously they're not tightly like airtight. But the air is definitely not getting in there nearly as much.
Yeah, I guess.
But it is, the door opens a little, comes in, but it's not nearly, I think it's bad. They say that this was like early on too. This was, I think, over the weekend. They were saying that if you were outside for over 8 hours, you did about the same amount of lung damage as smoking a pack of cigarettes.
Oh. So then if you say you're exercising and so your rate of breathing is increased, so say you breathe twice, whatever you go so you're breathing whatever, for 1 hour of that you take twice as many breaths. So then it was the same as if you're outside for 9 hours.
It could very well be. You can get that in that short period of time, yeah.
So you might get your 8 hours of breaths over the course of like a 3 hour time period if you're humping it.
Yeah, for sure. Which is probably not ideal.
But then here's the other side of it. Don't your lungs do heal? Yeah. So it's like, but then again, I don't know. See, I just don't know enough about it. Like I'm sitting here trying to like work it out, like I'm a scientist. Because okay, so I'm like, well, so your lungs do heal. So say whatever, it's like it's only a week or something like that, and for a couple days you exercise. Well, if you don't at all, so you're telling me like the positive benefits of exercise are completely negated by there being the smoke in the air. But if the but that's assuming the only downside of the smoke in the air is the lung damage, which would heal whatever. But it's like also you're taking all that smoke. That smoke's being processed by your entire body. You're gonna have smoke off in your bloodstream.
Yeah, and that could have other long-term effects, cancer, stuff like that. You definitely just don't want that in your lungs.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than getting smoke in your lungs as far as you know people pass away like in houses from just the smoke, not even like the fire itself. It's kind of scary. That's how just dangerous the smoke inhalation really can be.
Huh.
It's what else was I gonna say?
You know how else I feel about it though? Kind of like the bangs. It's like, yeah, probably not the best thing for you, but you know what? If exercise, the mental benefits from it, and it's something you like to do, and you feel like kind of frees your mind as part of your routine, and so you want to do it, go for it.
It's your choice, yeah, 100%. Yeah, there's no, that's pretty much it. But yeah, it's also, a lot of people are also getting a lot of, sinus issues, headaches. I know a lot of people, I actually, when it first was pretty heavy, I never get headaches ever.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a caffeine headache from like lack of caffeine, honestly.
Yeah.
But I was getting headaches and I was like wondering why, and I kind of the smoke. Like I was getting some sinus headaches from that. And, you should probably just kind of try and avoid it.
I've been a little congested. I thought it was because I've been eating dairy and gluten.
It could be that also on top of it all.
I'm just getting tripled off.
Dairy and gluten will definitely get you congested, that's for sure.
Oh, dude, that's one thing for you really notice if you just don't have any dairy.
Yeah.
And then you so you can try this. Don't consume any dairy for just like 1 week. And then drink a glass of milk. Let me know how you feel the next day.
Oh, dude, I don't touch milk.
Be just like blowing out loogies out of your nose in the shower, like huge.
Well, that's why a lot of people go gluten-free, dairy-free, double down.
Because you just feel better.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
The body, you got to remember,
that's a myth, Dean.
Yeah, the human body is not made to process animal dairy.
No.
You have to basically force your body to adapt to it. Yeah. Which is kind of silly how it's embedded in our culture that you should try and just put this in your body until it stops rejecting it.
Although sheep and goat is not as bad. There's not as much lactose in it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Thinking of that manchanga.
Yeah, you can also get some of that lactose-free milk.
Oh yeah, you could. Lactaid.
Yep.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Not sure.
There's lactate ice cream. But they just pump that full of fake sugar alcohols.
Well, that's just like, that's the thing.
To sweeten it up.
Yeah, it's like the low-fat milk.
And then just clear out a room when you pass gas.
Oh, my God.
The fake sugar alcohol farts are got to be the worst thing on the planet.
It's out of control.
Like, those will put somebody in the hospital.
Jeez.
It's almost like you got to balance the if you're lactose intolerant, you got to weigh out the negatives, right? Like, right. Have these awful, disgusting sugar alcohol farts or these dairy shits.
Yeah. That's
one of the two.
We're gonna stay away from all those things,
or just not do it. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Except for cheese. Cheese does. That's kind of funny. So if I drink milk, like I'll get
done deal.
I'll get like heartburn. I'll have like some digestive issues. I'll have some bathroom trips. But if I eat just some cheese, I'm fine.
Huh. Maybe it's a volume thing.
It's just pound for pound. Because I'm not eating a just shitload of cheese.
You're not eating a glass of milk, like a glass of cheese.
No. But that might be pretty good. Nacho cheese, just down it.
No.
Just down it. Like Fear Factor style.
Dude, pretty exciting today with those backpacks.
Yeah, pretty stoked on those. Really good backpack, man. I wore that sample for how long was that?
Oh, you can use that sample for 3 months.
At least, yeah, minimum. And it's literally looks exactly the same as the day I got it.
Yeah.
But then I did do the swap for the final product because I did want the little extra pieces we added, functionality. So it's kind of sad to put that up, but we'll just add that to the prototype bin.
It still blows my mind. Every time I pick it up, how light it feels. I have the exact same amount of stuff.
It's on your back?
Well, no, just even in my hand.
Oh, yeah.
I have the exact same amount of stuff in it as I did my other backpack. I'd pick my other one sometimes, I just know what it felt like. I was used to it. this one, like I grab and I always think I forgot something. Like still,
well, it's not all sitting at the bottom in one compartment.
Yeah, it's all spread out, you know, in different pockets, and also just the structure of the bag is better. But it's funny, like, yeah, I'll just go to pick it up and like, oh man, I must have forgot something. Like think about it, like no, my computer's in there. Still live.
It's just in there correctly.
The structure of it.
Yeah.
It looks like that guy, whoever that is, just tried to come here.
It looks like a delivery.
Yeah. Well, Phil scared him off.
Yeah.
Hopefully he reads the sign that says all deliveries in the rear.
Yeah, he's obviously not a good reader. Not a big reader.
Not real big on reading.
If I worked for like a delivery service and like someone said, "Oh yeah, did you see the sign on the door?" I'd be like a dick and just be like, "Yeah, I'm just not a big reader." Oh my bad. Yeah, I'm just not a big reader.
Oh, what sign? What sign is that?
Oh, you mean the one that's directly at my feet, where I don't look normally?
Yeah.
Because that's where our sign is.
Yeah. Oh, there's a sign up there. Yeah, I saw it. I didn't think it applies to me.
Oh, no, yeah, I saw it. You going to sign for this now?
Okay, well, I guess I'll just take him back.
Oh, shit. Hey, Dante, maybe go out there so he doesn't try and walk through the fucking thing.
See, now you're sending Dante out to get killed again. So, Walking Dead, you get like all the apocalyptic smoky air, and then we're doing that, and yeah, just sending him out. All right, see if we're gonna take it over. It kind of makes me wonder. I'm like, man, like, what if things start going down?
Yeah. You ever think
like,
about?
We just live like in the United States. We just live in such a, honestly, like a safe community.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're sitting here, there's basically zero chance a group of 7 people are going to come in here and try and like steal all our stuff and kill us.
Yeah.
Like that's not going to happen.
No, that's like a third world issue.
Yeah, but like there are parts of the world where that is a constant threat.
Mm-hmm.
Delivery?
Oh, Kristen's here.
No, she's got it under control.
I have to deal with it.
Yeah, she'll get killed.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
So it's kind of fucking scary if you do think about apocalyptic situations. I don't know where are we at on time? This is a long subject.
26.
Okay.
Oh, let's get into it.
But like, man, could you imagine
really
if this shit just went down?
Oh yeah. Well, even with the fires, it's like people are getting arrested for looting.
Oh, of course, yeah.
You know,
that just goes everywhere, which is a fucking like. There's few things worse. Like, obviously there's murder, bad things, you know, like that other people do to each other, and then like looting's up there.
No, well,
in my book.
Yeah, well, yeah.
In my book of like just shitty human like things you can do to another human is like going into some like grandma mom and pop store and stealing all their shit because somebody else's fucking house burned down and you're taking advantage of a a disaster situation.
Yeah.
And you're using it to your advantage to steal from other people.
Yeah. Or just a riot. Like, there's a riot going down. Let's start looting.
Well, first off, like in other countries, you can kill somebody for looting. Like that's a fact.
Yeah.
Like I don't remember look that up. People Factoid Nation. There's other countries where like it's shoot on sight for looting.
Oh, I am. There's no doubt in my mind because I just found out the other day in it's certain countries like it's illegal to chew gum, and actually in oh man, now I can't think of it. Country, this guy last weekend he was there. I was talking quite a bit. What's that country that kid got caned for doing graffiti? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
It was like 5-6 years ago. This kid was doing graffiti. An American kid. He was like a American teenager. And they caught him. They arrested him. They caned him as his punishment. Like beat him with canes.
In the United States?
No, in this other country.
He was from the U.S., but
he's from the U.S. He's there. He's doing graffiti, and I was like, that's their punishment. Well, that's probably their punishment for foreigners, for U.S. probably, or I mean for
okay, where's
their nationals.
So what does that cane look like?
I don't know.
Is it like a special cane?
Hit him with a stick. I don't know.
Jeez.
Beat him with a stick. And so there's like this big, like, it was an international story because this whole thing of like, hey, like, yeah, I understand it's your law in your country, and I don't know, it doesn't really bother me because
it's another country, it's their rules.
Yeah, and why does it matter the kid is American? Like, that's their law. You were in their country, you broke the law. That's just kind of, that's on you.
Yeah. Were they supposed to extradite him or something?
I don't know. People just like, oh, like just the type of punishment. Like that's not,
Oh yeah,
acceptable.
because we're real fucking as Americans, we're real keen on like human rights stuff.
Yeah.
We're really proper
And-
with that. Our past is like pretty clean.
Yeah. Well, I think probably
You could hit kids with sticks in school like fucking 20 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, what are we talking about?
So I think I don't know. I think they might like beat him half to death. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Point is, this country, it's illegal to chew gum.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if you get caught selling marijuana, the punishment is you get hanged.
Well,
so it's like
risk reward does not sound very high there.
no. Yeah, that's it's pretty wild until there's just a complete overthrow.
Jeez, yeah, that's pretty crazy. Which country was that?
Man, I can't. It's like on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of it right now.
Is it like European or is it more like South American?
It's like it's one of those countries. It's like on the border between like Asia and the Middle East.
Okay. Which
like
makes sense.
not Burma. It's not Burma, but it's like it's so funny.
You just whenever you hear
it's like a really anyways. No.
That's usually where those kind of things tend to lie.
Right.
In that
that area.
I think they still like some countries still they do kind of like public scalding for.
Oh yeah, like I'm sure the hanging punishment isn't behind closed doors. I bet that's like an open ceremony anyone can go to.
Yeah. Well, I think that was kind of.
Now I'm completely making up stuff.
Well, no, I think I watched World Star. I've seen some things.
Yeah. And so I was talking to this guy that's from the country. Like his name's Howie. I was talking to him last weekend, and he's the one who told us that. He's like, oh yeah, it's illegal to chew gum. Like we're talking about that, and he's like, oh yeah, and like if you get caught selling pot, it's you get hanged.
Well, in the U.S., it's illegal to spit on the sidewalk. You can get ticketed for that.
I'm not sure how much that's upheld.
But it's still a law.
Right. But this is like they like uphold. It's like it's a real deal.
I mean, I'm sure a cop can be a dickhead, and if you were being a smartass, he could write you up for that.
I got a ticket for riding a scooter on a sidewalk.
I saw that. I forgot to ask you about that.
So like
did you guys think that you were just allowed to ride them on the sidewalk?
No, it was. Gosh. Well, here's actually there's more to there's a lot to.
Oh, rules?
No. Okay. Well, first of all,
no.
We were riding on the streets, and then we went on the sidewalk because where we were going to was like the next block up. We were one block. Yeah, we were on the sidewalk. I'm guilty of it. I'm not saying I'm not.
I'm waiting
but the
for
point
the
is,
part where you weren't on the sidewalk.
No, yeah. Well, no. So the thing is, it was one block up, and it was a one-way street coming the other way. I'm like, well, I'm probably not supposed to pretty sure I'm not supposed to go on the wrong way on a one-way street here. And people
which triggers me when people do that.
Yeah. And people, okay, and I'm not saying this makes it right, but people are riding those things on the sidewalk fucking everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere, nonstop.
Mm-hmm.
And so where we were going was one block up, like literally one block. Mm-hmm. Okay, and there's no one there. It wasn't like a busy sidewalk going in and out of people. It's like empty, like a couple people walking, plenty of room, whatever. And we weren't jamming full speed either. Okay, this one block, we'll just kind of hit them up here and because that's where we're going. So we ride up this one block on the sidewalk, not going full speed, not swerving out of people, whatever, like as responsible as you could do that. And then park them, as we're getting off, I already took the picture of the damn thing, of signing out of it, whatever. Cop pulls up and goes, hey guys, you guys from out of town? There's 4 of us. But yeah, we are actually, we're from out of town here. And he goes, okay, yeah, I'll let you know, you're not supposed to ride those things on the sidewalk. Oh, okay. And Bud and I had been riding them. The other 2 people, it was their first time ever riding these things, right? And Stephen said, like, oh yeah, I've never ridden these before. Like, I thanks for letting me know. And he goes, yeah, letting you know. Actually, I've been kind of going today. I've been writing a lot of tickets for people earlier today. Writing a lot of tickets, some of your conference mates and stuff like that for for riding on the sidewalk. So you don't want to do that. It's kind of dangerous. People are getting hit by people on the scooters and it's caused some serious injuries. Oh, dude, thanks for letting us know. Like, I really appreciate that. Like, I don't want any part of that,
Yeah.
Like, he's totally, playing, hey,
yeah.
I've been doing this. Okay, cool, yeah, thanks, man, really appreciate it. Okay, so, let's, I'm going to see your guys' licenses. Give me your license.
So he gave you the spiel like he was going to let you go.
Yes, and that's the only part that irritates me about it a little bit. Well, there's another part I'll get to.
Dude, just shut up and give me the ticket then.
Well, look, yeah.
Don't give me the whole fucking speech.
I am pro law enforcement. I have nothing against any sort of, but just okay, so I know what he was doing because he didn't want us to run. Because honestly, if the 4 of us, he pulls up, hey guys, if he's starts the thing, if we just kept walking, he's not going to chase us down. because that's not like it's in the middle of downtown San Diego and at noontime for riding a scooter on the sidewalk. He's not going to fucking tackle one of us from behind. You know what I mean? I'm like, but I'm not running from cops anyway. That's beside the point. But I think that was his thing was he starts
Maybe
off
10
with
years ago.
Yeah. Well, I think that's why he starts off with that, like, hey guys, let's like playing real nice so that we stop and we're talking to him and it's like you're not going to run, whatever, the whole thing, right? And so yeah, but so that irritated me a little because I'm like, oh, all right, and I'm like giving him like, all right, well, he's probably just checking for warrants, right? Because like, hey, I already got these guys, like I'm talking to these people, I saw him doing this. Like, might as well just like run it, see if it, make sure none of them have warrants out or something like that. Or maybe if there's a warning, like maybe they already gave us a warning for doing that same thing.
I'm surprised that there's not a warning system for that.
Well, there probably is. I don't know. My brother's
There's a cell phone ticket warning system.
Right. I'm sure they could put a warning in the system saying that they gave us a warning for it. I say I'm sure. I'm not like positive, but I'm sure my brother will tell me after listening to this. So anyway, so I'm like, all right, man, like no problem. Like, give him the license. I'm thinking, okay, whatever. And he has all 4 of our licenses. And then before he like gets his car to check it to put anything in the system, he goes, all right, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to write you guys citations for this.
Wow.
And then and so I was actually
that's fucking cold.
It was kind of well, that's just the way he went about it, like pretending like it's all good, I'm just giving you a warning.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And so I was totally calm the entire time, like, all right, whatever. Like whatever, like he's just doing his job, like whatever. I mean, I was doing it, so it's no big deal, like it's fine. The other people were pretty calm about it because everyone's like, normal law abiding. Everyone's pretty calm about it. Just a little irritated when the guy's like, oh man, like you just like that's why you could just. I'm not gonna do it again. Like I didn't know. Now I know. Like you saw me, I was right here. I wasn't like endangering anybody at that time. Well, I understand if you like see someone going ape shit, going crazy, it's like fuck that guy, right? But the guy's like, yeah, well, it's didn't really say anything. He's kind of doing it. And so I'm asking questions. I'm like, all right, well, I don't want, like I don't want to get another ticket for something else. Like what's the deal? Like this is a one-way street. Like obviously, like can't go. I got to go with flow of traffic, right? Like yeah, you got to go with flow of traffic. Stay off the right-hand side. You can't go on the sidewalks. This, that, the other thing. I'm like, okay, so like a bicycle, like treat it like a bicycle, right? He goes, yeah, but bicycle has their own set of laws. I said, okay, well, like, what else do I need to know about this thing? He's like, well, you're responsible for knowing the laws, the thing you're riding, the vehicle you're riding. I'm like, all right, well,
that's fine.
But
how about you tell me then?
That's it. I'm like, I'm just asking you because I don't want to get another ticket.
So are you just the enforcer, not the informer?
We'll see, but still, I'm plenty calm. This is where I did get a little irritated in a minute here. So I said, hey, another question for you, just because I'm trying to get all this straight, is segways. Like we're in segways, and Segway, I know you can go on the sidewalk, or at least when I rode them a couple of years ago, the law was fine. You go on the sidewalk because I think if they have governors that are set below 13.5 miles an hour or something, and so it's considered pedestrian. I don't remember exactly why, but I just remember like it was definitely legal to ride a Segway on the sidewalk. So is that like so they're different laws, Because I'm like. The scooter, like I really didn't know. Like I could totally see it, and if they say it's illegal, it's fine. But like at the time, I was like, okay, well as long as you're like under control and like going only a certain speed, maybe it's fine because I know Segways are fine, right? What's the difference? So I asked him that, and he goes, oh, Segways have their own vehicle code, just like bicycles do, just like scooters do, whatever. I said, okay, I just want to be clear on that. Now I'm curious. He's like, oh, the vehicle code, the handbook is this thick. Not the one that he told us we're supposed to know. Anyway. It's this thick, whatever. It's really complicated. I'm like, okay, well then so Segways can go on the sidewalk then, just to kind of be clear, but these can't. Is that a speed thing? He goes, honestly, I don't know. I don't know the laws. I don't know the thing about Segways. I don't know.
Huh.
And so then that's when
So would you have written me a ticket if I was on the sidewalk with a Segway, even though it possibly could not have been illegal?
Well, so then
what are you really doing?
Well, right. So then at this point, we'd all received our citations. And I was totally calm the entire time and nice. We were just talking, asking questions, whatever, because I don't want to get taken in the future. And when he said that, he's like, I don't know those laws. I don't know. So then that's when it happened. I just said, oh, and actually I do feel anyway. I said, oh, so. The guy writing me a ticket for riding the scooter on the sidewalk doesn't know the laws about what you're allowed to ride on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
And as I was,
that's a Dean comment.
Well, as I was saying it, in my head, I'm going like, Danny, what are you doing? Like this doesn't solve anything. Like, what the fuck's your problem? Like, you have nothing against law enforcement. You have nothing against this guy. Like, he's just doing his job.
Well, the guy was obviously being not very helpful and not being a very good person, regardless if he's wearing a uniform or not.
Like, as it's coming out, though, I'm like, Danny, what do you do? Like, what is this going to solve?
Yeah. And what did he say?
He just said, he just looked at me and said, I'm sorry, what was that? Right? And like, I fucking knew it. And I said, you know, man, nothing. Have a nice, like, I already had it. You know, man, nothing. Have a nice day. It's got nothing. Don't worry about it. Thanks. Like, thanks, man. Have a nice day. And I just fucking walked away.
Yeah, probably a better option.
Like, that was it. Like, I'm just, because what am I, like, really, what's the end goal of that? Like, there's no way that
What's he going to do? Detain you just to, like, try and embarrass you after that?
Well, no, well, probably not. He probably would just, like, I don't know. He would have, I don't know. But there's no positive.
You obviously heard what you said.
Yes. And that doesn't make me feel better either. Like, like I said, there's zero positive outcomes that come out of that statement. You know, that's really, like, it didn't make me feel better to say it.
Yeah, so usually don't. Usually wouldn't.
You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing. And then as I'm walking away, though, he said, hey, man, I'm just letting you know, I'm out here on a 10-hour overtime detail just writing tickets for people riding scooters on the sidewalk.
Yeah, man, that's your job.
As we're walking away, that's what he said. Well, no, I just like, but then that's when it all hit home. Like, that was his whole bait and switch the whole time, is because this dude, he was pretty young too. So like, that was his thing, is he's taking this overtime shift, like his entire job, 10 hours that day of overtime. All he's doing is writing tickets for people riding scooters on the sidewalk. So like, there was zero chance he was going to let us off the warning, because that was his mission that day, was only to write tickets for people riding scooters on the sidewalk.
Well, then he shouldn't have baited you guys on to think that he was just trying to be helpful and just wrote you the ticket and be like, "Hey guys,"
that was kind of thing.
He should have just came up. "Hey guys, what's going on? Just want to let you know, no scooters on the sidewalk. I'm gonna have to write you a ticket. That's just can't do it. End of story. Don't say another fucking word. Write the tickets, get the IDs, move on." Yeah. That probably would have been a lot easier experience.
It would have been better for everybody.
Yeah, it's just like, oh fuck, man, I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh well, you guys wouldn't have cared. You guys would be like, fuck that guy. It's rules.
Or even just straight out that, like, doesn't want, Steve's afraid we're going to run or something. Like, hey, guys, just let you know, not supposed to ride a scooter on the sidewalk. I'm going to use your driver's license.
Do you guys like in your fucking 30s, like, you're not going to just start running away from this cop.
But he could have said, I need to see your driver's license right away. And then after that, okay, I'm going to write you, whatever. But not this whole, like, hey, letting you know, I've been doing this, be careful. This, you know, like, this whole deal.
Yeah.
The fucking runaround.
Yeah, I know.
And the best part is, because there's 4 of us, so we're there for probably half an hour while he's writing these things out. While we're standing there, dozens of people are riding bicycles and scooters by us on the sidewalk.
Well, of course. It's probably
and that doesn't bother me, because like, can't catch them all. What do? It's like, you guys writing a speeding ticket, like, you could, like, whatever. You can't. Anyway. Well, but it's just one of those things where it's like,
it's obviously just, God. At the end of the day, first off, 2 things really quick. You know, there's 4 or 5 guys. He's on his own. He doesn't know what the fuck. You guys could have fucking guns. You got drugs. So he's got to come up. And all kidding aside, this is like the serious part. All kidding aside, like, he doesn't know what the hell you guys have or what you guys are doing. So he's got to approach it very cautiously.
Yeah.
And do that, which I understand. And then also,
because also, how many times you see where everything looks totally fine, and all of a sudden, boom, guy comes out with a knife, and like, that happens.
For sure. And I totally get that.
Yeah, me too.
And that was probably maybe why he does it that way.
You slow play it. You get everyone calm. You get their driver's licenses in your hand while everyone's calm, and then you come out with it.
Yeah,
and I get that. Like, it's that part really. The part that just really irritated me is when he told me, like, I don't have the answers to your questions about the legalities of riding things on the sidewalk. Yeah. As he's writing me a ticket for stepping on the sidewalk.
Yeah,
that was one thing. But again, I also don't expect him to, like, have the entire thing memorized. Like, that's kind of crazy too. Like, it is his job.
And at the end of the day, let's be real. 100% of the reasoning is it's a huge money grab for the state.
Well, so here's the thing about that is I don't like when people say that, but I agree with you in this part. Well, only because this is why. He knew we were out of town. Mm-hmm. That was one of the first things he asked us. Mm-hmm. And then as we gave him his license, all our addresses are on there, right? Now, what wouldn't bother me is if they said, hey, so if you're in town, you're local, write him a ticket, because then also you're punishing them and they're not going to do it again. You know these people are from out of town.
Mhm.
So we're not going to do it again. Like, if you just gave us a warning, told us not to do it again, I wouldn't do it again.
Mhm.
And you know what? Tomorrow, I'm fucking out of here anyway.
Mhm.
Right? So it's like, but then, so why are you, the fact that it's like, go out of your way to write a ticket for the people out of town, that's where the kind
It's
of
not very good hospitality.
little cash comes in.
Not good hospitality. But, yeah, but think about this. Like,
I should
basically,
have bribed him.
how many did he do that fucking day? How much is the ticket going to be? Probably 40, 50 bucks?
Oh, dude, I don't know.
I would assume.
I'll let you know.
I know, like, I got a cell phone ticket not that long ago. It was like 170.
Yeah.
So, like, I doubt it's that much.
Yeah, like parking ticket, $80.
It's
Like
probably,
that,
yeah.
maybe.
Like, a downtown parking ticket is like 40 or 52.50.
Yeah, so maybe that.
So, like, I think it'd probably be in that realm.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. But, regardless.
What if it's $200?
It could be.
I know.
But it's
one of the guys like, oh man, I'm gonna ask my friend like how much it's gonna cost. I'm like, don't. If you go for it, but don't tell me because I don't want to know. Like I'm serious. Like I just don't want to know until it shows
I want
up.
the full experience.
Well, like not like knowing now doesn't help me in any way. Like I benefit zero from knowing how much that's going to be in the meantime because you know what's going to happen is I'm going to pay it. So it doesn't fucking matter.
We can solve that question with a Google search.
I don't want to know.
I don't know why you even asked his buddy. You can just Google that.
Yeah, I don't want to know.
Oh yeah, that's funny. I'm gonna look just so I know, so then I can know and you won't.
I'll let you know in 3 weeks.
I won't tell you, but I was having
Also,
in my mind.
You know, on the ticket too. It's funny. It's just funny.
You'll hear me chuckle from across
There
the
has
office.
There's the line like, oh, I promised or whatever appear in court. He's like, oh, just sign this. And like Buddy's first one, Bud's like, I can't. It says promise to appear in court. Like I don't live near here. Like I don't want. He goes, no, you don't actually have to appear. That's
the day the tickets due.
Or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, exactly. But anyway, but somebody's like, all right, he just signs it. But it's just like this whole thing, and then every time the speech, you just make sure to say, I know it says I promise to appear, but that's not actually what you're signing.
Yeah.
Okay.
All these answers are just all like, yeah. But yeah, so that's a shitty thing. But I also get that that's his job that day to do that.
Yeah.
So just treat it like that maybe next time.
Well,
but then again, he did have to assess the situation. He had to assess the people.
At the end of the day, a couple things were true.
But it is frustrating.
One is we were definitely breaking the law.
Yeah.
And he wrote us a ticket for breaking the law.
Yeah.
So how upset can you really be about that?
No, yeah,
you know,
sure.
like at the end of the
and
day,
negligence of the law is an excuse.
Yeah, exactly. And that's it. So anyway, but that's the whole situation there. I thought you'd like little parts of that.
No, it's
I
obviously get it. I get how it can be very frustrating.
Oh yeah, and
I also can get how it's like that is what it is.
Yeah, what do you do?
Windows can't be tinted. Don't ride on the sidewalk.
That's it. So you know
those are rules people break every day, but they know they're doing it.
That's it.
Or they don't, but it's still illegal.
Well, so we go to lunch, and after lunch, we're in a hurry to get back now because it's thing too.
Grab some scooters, get on that sidewalk.
Hell yeah. Not on the sidewalk, but that's what we said. Well, let's grab some scooters, go back, and all of us, all four of us, like, yeah, absolutely. I'm not going out like that. Like, we're definitely riding scooters back, in the street. Yeah. I'm going with the flow of traffic.
In the bike lane, is that where you have to go?
If there's a bike lane, just pretend like it's bicycle, basically.
Mm-hmm. And I get the street thing. I wonder if they're really strict about that, like in San Francisco and stuff.
I don't
know. LA probably. I know they banned the scooters. I know we're running a little long on this podcast, but they banned those scooters like in Beverly Hills or some shit.
Well, I mean, obviously
you can't even ride them anywhere in the city or in the town.
Obviously, it's a problem that people are hitting people on the sidewalk with them, whatever, or they wouldn't have someone out there paying overtime for a 10-hour detail just doing it. Like, yeah, you could say whatever, like anyone could say whatever about like, oh, money and this thing, the other. You know what? They got plenty of ways. If their entire goal is to fine people, there's a million ways to fine people that don't involve. Because you know what else? Downtown, funny thing is, if we still have those scooters, they go like 17 miles an hour. If we just fucking hopped on them and rode off, like you think he's gonna like turn on his lights and chase us down on these fucking scooters?
Probably.
Maybe.
Probably.
All four of us?
Oh, he'd have to pick.
You got to pick. You know what I mean? Like
those guys all split up. All right, split.
You know, like what? No,
going down an alley.
Probably what he'd do.
What is this, Dark Knight?
Probably what he'd do is just stop the person that's 10 feet away from us riding the scooter on the sidewalk.
I mean, he could think it could be guys scooter than part of something bigger that happened earlier or whatever.
Yeah, I have no idea. But it's just and like
a big scooter heist earlier.
Yeah.
Anyway,
there you go. Don't ride scooters on the sidewalk.
Yeah, that's it.
Now you know.
Rule of the day.
Rule of the day. And also, if you get If a police officer starts to talk to you about something you did illegal, just assume you're going to get a ticket. And you know what? If you're doing something illegal and you get a ticket, that's your own fault.
That's true.
There we go.
That's pretty much it.
Today's lesson.
All right.
All right, go to caffeineandkilos.com, buy a backpack.
You won't regret it.
You won't regret it.
Make sure to wear it at night when you're riding your scooter on the sidewalk.
At 3M. Stay safe. All right, stay safe.
Stay safe.